So on to today's agenda. So first, we're going to talk about the FedRAMP 20X Phase 1 pilot and go over some of the questions we've heard from the community. Next, we're going to highlight the FedRAMP RFCs that were recently released and are open for public comment. And lastly, we're going to summarize our discussion forum and highlight new topics that we plan on posting for your feedback. So now AJ is going to go over Phase 1 of the 20X pilot and some important guidelines for you to consider. Next slide.
Great. Thank you, John. So as John just said, we'll talk a little bit about the FedRAMP 20X Phase 1 pilot. It is already open to the public. You can see the website for more details at the URL you can see in the slides, and I sent a link to those slides a few minutes ago in the chat if you want to be able to download them yourself. Qualifying cloud service providers will receive a 12-month FedRAMP low authorization. We're going to focus on external frameworks that are going to be accepted for the pilot. As you can see at this time, that is primarily SOC 2 Type 2. And materials that we should be using and experimenting with in the pilot should demonstrate key security indicator verification as it pertains to SOC 2 Type 2 audits. There may be other frameworks considered in the future. Stay tuned on the website, and if you are engaged in the working groups and in the pilot, please visit the site, but we will be keeping that current over time. And almost all the information you need to know to be in the pilot and engaged with it will be at that website. I hope that helps. Next slide, please. To that effect, obviously we expect that you'll be talking about it in the community working groups. We have a new category of discussion in the working groups, cleverly named 20X Phase 1 Pilot. That category is present in the relevant working groups. So that is the Automating Assessment Community Working Group. That's one of them. The Applying Existing Frameworks Working Group, that's another. And if you are here, I hope you know the third one, Continuous Reporting Community Working Group, is this one. If you go into the different respective discussion boards on GitHub, you will see that theme for a collection of posts and for people to post comments and follow-ups and replies. If you're not familiar beyond being in this meeting with those particular GitHub discussion boards and where to find that information and to engage with people, if this is your first visit, welcome. You can visit our website page that you can see in nice bold red letters, FedRAMP.gov 20X working groups, to find that information on all the three respective working group discussion boards. We expect prototypes, proposals, and all matter of things for reporting security data for a FedRAMP authorization continuously in ours, and you can see the other relevant topics as it pertains to those, and you can cross-post, and we are all in close conversation aligned with each other. We look forward to hearing from you. And if I can, we can go to the next slide, and we'll briefly talk about the RFCs. So they're out. Hopefully that is not news to you. If it is, well, congratulations, you're in the right place. I strongly recommend that you check out the open RFCs or requests for comments on FedRAMP.gov at the full URL at the bottom of this page. It is that beautiful blue link. There are three out that we would like to call your attention to. The key security indicators, those are the things that you would need to do in the 20X pilot and try to measure. We need you to review those in order to participate in the pilot. So it would be strongly encouraged for you to look at them and start thinking about the application of them and give us feedback whenever or however it's convenient, the sooner the better. There's also the significant change notification standard. That's talking about how you would take a system and obviously report potential changes to a system and keep an ongoing authorization. That came out as well. And the minimum boundary scope standard. That standard would, when complete and the comment period is over, explain what is the scope of the system in a 20X boundary authorization. This talks about the minimum requirements for that. It is excellent for you to give us feedback on those things. Again, please visit that URL, and then we will work with you and hopefully figure out ways to integrate that feedback. Next slide, please. And not to say there hasn't been participation thus far, there definitely has been. We've been keeping accurate metrics on those things. Sorry?
Yeah, AJ, I can take this one. So we really
yes, I apologize. Go ahead,
for the great feedback so far. As of yesterday, our discussion forum includes 21 individual discussion topics, 69 top-level comments, 60 comment replies. We also have 254 unique visitors. So we really want to recognize everyone's work so far, and also the top individual contributors over the past few weeks. So we want you to know that, we do value your help and your support is contributing to the future of FedRAMP. If you're new to this working group and want to participate, we provide the link to our discussion forum on this slide. And next, AJ is going to go over this week's discussion starters, the key topics we would like your feedback on. Next slide.
Yes, thank you. Please engage in these discussion posts if you can over the week. If you have downloaded the slides, you can click on those wonderful green links. We obviously want you to comment on the RFCs. These are some pre-existing and very recent as of, if you are following things that I and John do yesterday, topics that we would enjoy some feedback on. Some of them already have some comments, but more feedback is always good. We'd love to know what folks' ideas are on the ideal way for agencies to consume continuous reporting for cloud service offerings they're leveraging. Apparently, that's very complex for me to say today. We have some feedback on that, but we'd love more. We'd like some ideas on how FedRAMP could incorporate data into reporting outputs to facilitate easy integration of consolidated risk posture. John had asked about that a couple weeks ago. I just posted something about some ideas about a related topic, but there could still be more about that. I did also ask industry folk, how do you continually monitor services that you use in your own products in a more open-ended way, and wanted to know some questions about frequency and duration, about how you monitor those things and like how you consider continuous reporting, maybe separate of how you think FedRAMP currently does it. How are you handling reporting more generally? They're related, but some more nuance there. If you have some feedback, we already had some, we would love more. And something late breaking yesterday that I was thinking about it. There are different metaphors you could use to think about continuous reporting. Is it more of a passive experience for you or an active experience for you? And I would take those metaphors as like a blog or a social network. So I opened a poll. I'd be curious to see what people think. So far, only 2 people voted. Would love to hear more. Again, some of those are new, some of those are old. If you have any vested interest in those topics, we would love to hear from you. I think that's it.
So we can move on to the next
Yes, next slide, please.
So following today's meeting, we plan on hosting another recap session in 2 weeks. Hopefully by this 2-week period, we can review all of your feedback from the discussion forum based on these new topic areas. It's planned on being held tentatively Thursday, May 22nd at 1 p.m. This is Eastern Standard Time. And as a reminder, if you are interested in bringing forward a topic, prototype, or idea, please do post them, these concepts and ideas in the discussion forum. So that is all we have for you today. Today's recording link will be posted in GitHub. And if you have any remaining questions, please do post them in our discussion forum. So thank you again. Have a good afternoon.